The images in the following program are highly sensitive and may be as disturbing to viewers as they were to us. However, we have to show the truth about animal cruelty.
Enlightened viewers, this is the Stop Animal Cruelty series on Supreme Master Television. Animal experimentation is blood-filled, violent and unconscionable. Every year, governments, universities, multinational pharmaceutical companies and other institutions spend billions of dollars to conduct a variety of heinous experiments on helpless and innocent animals. One US-based animal advocacy organization, In Defense of Animals, or IDA, works tirelessly to inform the public about the viciousness and senselessness of this practice. This week, we are showing excerpts from an episode from the IDA-produced television series Undercover TV, entitled Animals and Experimentation. Undercover TV is hosted by Mr. Kenneth G. Williams, a vegan professional bodybuilder from the United States, and a spokesperson for In Defense of Animals' veganism campaign. This superb athlete made sports history in 2004 when he won third place at the prestigious Natural Olympia bodybuilding competition in Las Vegas, USA, and became the first vegan bodybuilding champion in the United States.
Welcome to Undercover TV. Today we bring you behind-the-scenes footage captured by people who have risked legal action, arrest, and sometimes even their livelihoods to expose the hidden realities and practices of animal experimentation. While employed at the Primate Research Center, Matt Roselle captured the following undercover video and exposes the truth about animal research facilities. This video brings to light the conditions under which animals live and suffer in research laboratories.
This is monkey farming. These infants are housed together and live in their own filth. They cling to each other for comfort, as they should to their own mother. This is not normal behavior, unheard of in wild populations. After another biting episode, the veterinarian literally duct-taped Rodney's arms in a desperate attempt to keep him from removing bandages and further damaging himself. Trine, number 12544, was a capuchin from Daniel Casey's study about the long-term effects of psychotropic drugs. He died shortly after this video was taken. For 20 years, these monkeys have lingered in cages alone and been injected with mind-altering drugs. We are insisting they are released to a sanctuary for retirement and rehabilitation. In the course of her life, monkey 16162 was diagnosed with diarrhea 27 separate times. The industry calls it chronic, or stress-related diarrhea, with no medical explanation. She was killed after almost 9 years of life at the center. This rhesus monkey was never used in a study or the breeding colony. She is just one of hundreds of monkeys at the center that had chronic diarrhea. Stereotypy, the industry term for circling and pacing, is almost exclusively seen in the individually caged animals. This neurotic behavior is a result of isolation and stress. This is Tim, number 16569. Depression, aggressive behavior, and self-mutilation are industry buzzwords that describe the behaviors of monkeys gone mad from isolation and boredom. What you're about to see is the industry standard method used to obtain sperm for reproduction experiments. The method is called penile electroejaculation. The Primate Center specializes in reproductive studies, and this procedure happens almost every day. Tim, the golden male you just saw, had a behavior case for aggression that was associated with this procedure. It is done without anesthesia, and sometimes the monkey's penises are burned. Animal technicians restrain the monkey in a chair, tie down their arms and legs with leather straps, put 2 tinfoil bands at the base of their penis, hook up a positive and negative wire to the bands, and turn up the voltage until they ejaculate. If they don't ejaculate the first time, the tech will keep trying. Jaws, monkey 14609, The 21-year-old rhesus macaque depicted here is a longtime veteran of electroejaculation. Records show that from 1991 to mid-March of 2000, Jaws was electroejaculated on at least 241 separate occasions, not including the times when Jaws' penis was electrocuted more than once in order to get a semen sample. This is what happened on the day that I secretly videotaped Jaws being electroejaculated. It took 3 separate jolts of electricity to get a semen sample. Genital electroejaculation in monkeys was discovered through human torture.
Our next film contains investigative footage of a research laboratory in Rockville, Maryland. Again, these images are graphic, and viewer discretion is advised.
From the outside, this facility looks like an office building. Inside, hundreds of animals are slated to die in contagious disease experiments. Here, feces, urine, and food are splattered across the floor. The longer the animals are confined, the more neurotic they become. Some animals try to cope with their fear and life in a barren cage by developing erratic movements. The cage sides are solid, so that most monkeys caged individually can never socialize or touch. In these huge tombs, adult chimpanzees contaminated with contagious disease will live up to 50 years. They exist in semi-darkness, totally alone and with no stimulation of any kind. Infected with viral hepatitis in February 1986, chimpanzee number 1164, an older male, has gone mad. Crouched on the metal slats at the bottom of his inner chamber, number 1164 rocks incessantly and mumbles to himself. If he hears anything, it is the hum of the mechanism pumping air into the isolate. The fact that chimpanzees are our closest living relatives did not save him from living death. As the outer sealer door is opened, light enters the chamber, but he has lost all hope and cannot respond. He continues to rock and to mutter, back and forth, rocking without end.
We will return shortly with more about the horrors of animal experimentation after this message. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television.
The images in the following program are highly sensitive and may be as disturbing to viewers as they were to us. However, we have to show the truth about animal cruelty.
This is the Stop Animal Cruelty series on Supreme Master Television. Today's program shows excerpts from an episode of the In Defense of Animals produced television series, Undercover TV, entitled Animals in Experimentation.
Here, mothers circle, agitated, unable to defend the babies who cling to them. Other mothers hold their infants and stare blankly out of their wire homes. Some mothers are too psychotic from laboratory life to raise their infants, but all mothers will lose their young to the experimenters. These frightened juveniles, already removed from their mothers, are afraid of the intrusions they have come to expect. As soon as they are old enough to be experimented on, they bear the tattoos on their chests reminiscent of another time. These newborn infants will never know their mothers. They live in steel cages in yet another room. Unable to thrive under such barren conditions, many of these orphans will die in their metal nursery before being infected with human disease. Here, a tiny exotic marmoset has suffered facial abrasions too and has hair loss on her back and sides. In another cage, a squirrel monkey has died. His body is just left. Next door to him, another squirrel monkey is ill and has vomited onto his cage floor. This laboratory provides a living death to a variety of animals, including groundhogs, taken from their field homes and families to be infected with diseases they would never get. These naturally burrowing animals must live in the open here on metal rungs. There is hope for some. In this room, baby chimpanzees, their fate to be future AIDS subjects, have not yet been infected. Most of these toddlers, just 2 to 3 years old, were shipped here from an Air Force base. They are at a crucial age, for like us, the most important thing in their lives is companionship. If they do not enter a social group now, their chances of being normal are practically nil. Next door, Kyle and Eric bang on their glass cage fronts as they see adjacent doors opening and friendly contact being made. Hands are outstretched and everybody is desperate for attention. Everywhere there is great excitement. After months of life in an empty cage, everyone wants to touch the masks, to smell, to groom, to hold hand. Brenda, the infant in this cage, used to be able to play and had an Old English sheepdog companion before being shipped here. The oldest, most vocal, and already neurotic Barbie is soothed with some popsicle and attention. Until now, only men and women in caps, gowns, and surgical masks have come not to visit her, but to bleed her or dump her waste. This baby chimp cannot be saved. He has already been infected, and he will remain here in isolation until his death. And now a final stop. This is Death Row, one of the isolate rooms where eventually baby chimps will spend 2 or more decades in isolation. An adult chimpanzee, weighing more than this woman and our closest living relative in the animal kingdom, whose blood we can exchange for our own, is condemned to living death in this reinforced steel chamber. Starved for contact, this 3-year-old screams when the isolate door is sealed. All around her, there are rooms full of animals circling and rocking their lives away. For them, there is no peace. We have reduced these wonderful animals to this. Please help us. Reach out and be their true friends.
Usually pretty hard for an ordinary person to get inside medical research facilities. They don't want the general public really to know what's going on. To allow such barbaric conditions to continue is a very black mark against humanity.
I'm John Feldman of Goldfinger. You know, I love freedom, but for monkeys in research labs, life is anything but free. Taken from their mothers at birth, experimented on, isolated in tiny cages, they often go crazy and tear away at their own bodies. This is Rodney. His limbs are duct taped to stop him from attacking himself. This is Jonah, crazy from isolation and deprivation. This is Sapphire, experimented on multiple times.
Just wanna feel what life should be.
These monkeys are suffering. Please help. Let's get them released to a sanctuary. Call In Defense of Animals today.
Someday maybe you'll treat me like
What can we do to stop animal testing? We can all be conscientious consumers and avoid products tested upon animals or that have animal ingredients. For example, many companies selling cosmetics and personal care products will have a label indicating that their items are cruelty-free. We can write our respective government representatives to tell them we want the horrors that occur behind closed doors in testing facilities to cease immediately. Finally, we can adopt the organic vegan lifestyle so that countless precious animal lives can be saved. Many thanks to Kenneth Williams, In Defense of Animals, and all other such devoted and courageous people and organizations who strive to inform the public about such inhumane and appalling practices as animal experimentation. Through our life-affirming collective efforts, may all beings soon live in peace and harmony on our shared earth. For more details on In Defense of Animals, please visit www.idausa.org. The Undercover TV DVD is available at the same website. Thank you for joining us for the Stop Animal Cruelty programme. Coming up next is enlightening entertainment following noteworthy news. May all animals on our planet enjoy everlasting freedom and happiness.
For more details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/stop-animal-cruelty.